Good morning, family. It is a joy and a privilege to be with you all. This is the 27th day of July in 2026. And what a joy it is to be with you all. Just another day on the clock. We're clocking in so that you all can see what the Lord has done. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so overjoyed. And I ask you, thank you, Jesus. It is such a privilege that I get to spend just a portion of your day with you. Morning Glory has been going on for years now, and we're still doing what the God has given us. The assignment has not changed. He has been unwavering, and He has been absolutely wonderful to us. God bless each and every one of you. Good morning. This morning, I would like to say that this month has been asking a question. Well, it's no, this is better. This month has been making a statement. I want to say that I have spent the month making a statement. I've been making the statement because I want you to be clear that it is imperative that we view things from a different perspective. On yesterday, y'all saw the video. On yesterday, I was taken out for my birthday. I want to thank my spiritual brother and sister, the Webbs, who've taken very good care of me. Uh, when I tell you they've taken very good care of me, what a joy it is to be connected to such phenomenal people. And then I was able to go out with the Lawsons with their children on yesterday, and they took me out. And their youngest daughter asked me a question. Jay Money said to me, she said, "Why do you not allow other people to celebrate you and you're celebrating yourself?" Great question. And the answer was very, very simple. If you don't have people around you that know how to do you at your level or at the level that you desire, you cannot suspend your life waiting. I want to tell you today, the Lord gave me a scripture that we know well. I woke up at, well, here it's 3 o'clock in the morning, which would be 5 o'clock where you all are. And it says, "Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." This morning, I would like to submit to you all that this is a mind thing. It's not that you are necessarily better than anybody, but it is indicative of the fact that you are trying to position yourself to do better. And in every component and every part of our lives, we are striving to do better. It necessarily has to be big, it must be small. It must be intentional pieces and components that drive us into something better than we have right now. And the problem that we're often having, or the problem that we're often seeing, my brothers and my sisters, is that people oftentimes do just enough to get by. But if I recall correctly, I remember something that said, "Exceedingly abundantly above all that we could ask or think according to what's in us." So the question is, what's in you? Really, see, the thing that a lot of people miss is that only thing that's coming out of you what's already in you. And sometimes what's in you, you were born with. And sometimes what's in you, it was, I was going to say something and I pulled back on that. Because sometimes I get myself in trouble. Let's be clear. I'm going to say this the right way. We were trained on being able to do that. Ashi, na 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 na. What's in you or what you do is a product of who you are. And the thing is that the only thing that can train you to become what you are is you. Let me say it again. The only thing that can train you, the only thing that can train you, the only thing that can gear you and twist you into something different is you're willing to accept it here first. Let me say it again, because a lot of people don't understand. Nobody can make you do anything. Even if they got you between the short and curlies, they can't make you do anything because you always have choices. You could choose to go to jail. I'm just being honest. Or you could choose to run. You could choose to do right. You could choose to do wrong. You could choose to eat healthy. You could choose to eat messy. You could choose to have the surgery, or you could choose not to do anything at all, because everything you do is a choice. And because everything you do is a choice, you must understand that the only way for things to change around you is here in your mind. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be ye changed by how you do it, by how you see it, by how you talk. Self talk is the most profound talk. I've been doing ministry a long time, and I found out that the very first thing I have to do for anybody that's going through anything is that I can talk until I turn my tongue dry. But if you don't speak to yourself in a way that you can make it, that you can see it, that you believe it, it doesn't mean anything if you don't believe it for you. I have to get it in your mind that you got to believe it first. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. I see. And you got to understand that I'm here as a delivering man. Anybody that's in your life are deliveries. There is nothing that they can do if you don't accept it for yourself. We can't get you off of drugs if you don't want to get off drugs. And we could get you off drugs for a minute, but we can't get you off drugs for a lifetime until you change your mindset. I get tickled because everybody don't quite understand it. Uh, 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 they often use terminology to try to change the way you see things. But the very first thing that they tell you, if you go uh, um, rehabilitation programs, is that first you have to accept what you are. And once you accept what you are, then you can accept that I'm no longer that, but I'm accepting who I am. And understanding that once it, always it, I'm just a recovering it. Let me say it again. Once it, always it, I'm just a recovering it. In other words, it ain't on me no more. But because I had to go through it, I am part of the conversation that not only can I give you a testimony about it, I can also tell somebody else about it. And I'm not going to act like I haven't been it, because when I act like I haven't been it, I can't help you get out of it. If I can't act like I've been it, I can't help you get out of it because I'm trying to act like it didn't happen. If I can accept that it was me for a season and now it's no longer me, I can't help somebody get out of it so that they can have the same testimony. Where I was blind, now I see. In other words, I was a blind man. I was an alcoholic. I was a drug addict. No, I'm not there no more. But see, I can tell you what it looks like to take the needle and poke it in my arm. No, I no longer have cancer, but I can tell you that I have recovered from cancer. See, some people say you have to say that you never was it. When you was it, you're just not it no more. And if you don't act like you was it, how can you help somebody else get out of it? My job is to change my mind so that I can change your mind, so that I can have the same like-mindedness with you. I'm trying to get the like-mindedness with you so that we can both be in this together. Oh, see, y'all trying to be cute and say that, some people say never use the term I was saved. I'm a sinner saved by grace. And I was never a sinner. Yes, you was. We all was. We were born in sin and shaped in iniquity. And so how dare you have the thought process to say that you were never a sinner? Yes, you was. You were born that way. However, I've been saved. I've been redeemed. I've been brought into the fold, and it was paid for. And how you gonna act like you don't know that somebody paid for you to be where you are now? But see, you want to get with these individuals that like to play the game of out of sight, out of mind, act like it never happened. It did happen. That's why so many people need therapy right now, because they won't accept the fact that they went through something and now they got out of it, and now they're struggling with trying to pad something, when if I expose it, I can heal it. Because everything in my life comes with a scar. It might come with something visible, but it may come with something mental. And sometimes I have to attach what happened to the scar so that I can make it to the next level. And it's all a matter of how I deal with it in my mind. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I got tickled because I was thinking about this mind thing, and mind thing is the first thing you have to understand is that if I don't get this mind thing together, if I don't get this mind thing together, I can't get nothing together at all. Ladies and gentlemen, be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. If I tell you that the Lord said you got it, you got it. If I tell you that you can make it, you can make it. If I tell you you can go to the depths and pull out something amazing, you can make it. Even if it takes you a lifetime to do it, you can still do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in the car with one of my peoples on yesterday, and while I was in the car, they said, I want to live in those apartments over there. And they said they cost this amount of money, and they said, but I don't make enough money to get into them. I don't make enough money to get into them. I said, how much do you make? And they told me how much they make. I said, well, here's what I see. Can I just have a conversation with you? I said, you make enough right now, but you don't see yourself in them yet. Oh, see, y'all got to catch it. I said, you make enough money right now to stay in them, but because of the way you have geared your life, you can't see yourself in it yet. And the problem is that because you don't see yourself in it yet, you ain't in it yet. Oh, see, y'all got to catch it, because they said to themselves, I don't see myself in it, but they have enough to get in it, but they just don't see themselves in it yet because they just don't see themselves in it yet. What is it with me and this it thing? This it thing is predicated upon me getting in my mind that I cannot be stopped. I cannot be stopped. I can go wherever I believe I can go. I can do whatever I believe I can do. I can have whatever I believe I can have. It's just a matter of, number one, getting in my head that I can have it, and number two, doing the work to get it. See, it's not just talking about it. It's about the mind and telling the body, this is what we're doing. Have a conversation with yourself to say, we're not going to stop until we get there. Ladies and gentlemen, I was in the middle of preaching on yesterday, and sometimes I don't know if my preaching makes a difference. I don't know if my preaching matters. I don't know if my preaching is working. And I was in the middle of having the discussion, and my message was, I have an appointment with favor. And ladies and gentlemen, I was literally preaching, I have an appointment with favor, and I wasn't sure if it was hitting. I wasn't sure if it was getting the response that I wanted it to get. And let me tell you what happened at the end of the service. A young man that I met over a year ago came to me after the service was over, and he said, Pastor, do you remember me? Of course I remember him. He literally blew my mind. I remember, and I didn't remember his name, but I remember him. I remember his spirit. I remember talking to him the last time that I saw him, and he came up to me and he said, I just felt I needed to come to church today. And he said, I don't know why the Lord pressed me to come to church today, but he said, this is what I got from your message. He said, I was in the middle of a situation where I am trying to start a business, and it feels like my family is holding me back. Not even to just that, it's also in the point that they literally have repossessed my car. He says, I've lost my car and I ain't got no backup from my family, but I believe God is giving me something that I'm going to be successful in doing. He said, and when you said what you said, I had an analogy where I had the deacon stand in front of me. And I said, the thing with you having an appointment with favor is that you got to go through some things. And sometimes you got to go around some things. Sometimes you got to go through it. And sometimes you got to go around it. He said, it just hit me hard. He said, when you said favor requires you to go around some things. And that's exactly how he said it to me. He said, you got to go around some things in order to get to what God has for you. In other words, his mind said to him that it's not that I can't do it. I just got to find the steps in order to get to where I am going. And sometimes you got to go through things, and sometimes you got to go around things. But the simple fact is that you still got to get to your destination. I cannot miss what God has prepared for me. And let me be clear. Can I give you a public service announcement? I'm going to get to my destination because he made the appointment. And because he made the appointment, I'm going to get there. But my mind got to stay focused on what I'm doing and say, you ain't going to stop me. I got this. You ain't going to hold me back. I got this. I don't care what the narrative is. I don't care what the purport is. I'm going to get there. Ladies and gentlemen, can I talk real quick? And then I got to get out of your way. I remember a movie. Please forgive me. Sometimes I can't do biblical. I got to go natural. I got to go present day. I remember a movie with Robin Williams. Robin Williams was telling the story how his wife, in this particular storyline, how his wife got sick. She got really, really depressed after losing a child. And after losing the child, she got real depressed. And she literally went to the point where she had lost her mind. Ladies and gentlemen, she had lost her mind after losing the child. But her husband, Robin Williams, said, no matter what happens to you, I'm going to go the distance for you. He said, this is my girl, and I got to be with my girl, and I got to help my girl, and I got to stay with my girl. Listen, when I married her for a lifetime. I married her because this is the only thing that I wanted. I wanted her, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to stay with her. But she had gotten so depressed that it was in her mind. And he said, I have to go to the point where she is to bring her out of it. You see, y'all messing with me. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I feel going the distance. I'm going to the unstoppable component of what God is getting ready to see. I only got a few more minutes, but I want to get this out. And he said, I'm going to go the distance. So they found a way for him to get into the mind of where she was. And he said, I'm going to go there, and I'm going to get your mama back no matter what it takes to get her back. And so it was this analogy of him going through the different components of her mind in order to get to her, even though he was saying she had lost her mind. And even though he was saying she had lost her mind, but his mind decided that I'm going to go the distance to get to her, no matter what I got to go through. If I got to go through mountains in her mind, I'll go through the mountains. If I have to go through storms in her mind, I'll go through storms in her mind. Whatever I got to go through to get to her, I'm going to get to her where she is. See, this is the thing. I got to get into the position where I'm going to say, whatever I'm trying to get to, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get there, because this is what it's going to take for me to manifest what I want in this season. Ladies and gentlemen, he finally got to her. When he got to her, he found her in her mind. He found her in her mind. In other words, he went through everything he could to get to her in her mind. And when he finally got to her, she was in this dark place and in this crazy, dilapidated position. And he said, I'm going to stay with you. I got to stay with you. I got to bring you out. I came to get you. I came to get you where you were. And right when he finally decided that she didn't want to come out of it, he said, well, guess what? If it is your choice that you're going to stay in this mind and you're going to stay in this position, if you're going to lose yourself in this particular moment, I'm going to lose myself right where you are. He said, if this is what it takes for me to be with you, I'm going to change my mind. Here it is where it says, be ye transformed by the the renewing of your mind. He had a renewed purpose to say, listen, I will do whatever it takes to be with you. If this is what it takes for me to stay with you, this is where I'm going to stay. Where you are, that's where I'm going to be. Where you are, that's where I'm going to be. Hold on, pause for a second. I believe that the scripture says, if you go to the deepest depths, he said, I'll be there. If you go to the highest mountains, he said, I'll be there. He said, no matter where you are, I'm going to be where you are because I want to be with you. I want to bless you. I want to commune with you. He said, I'll go where you are. The movie goes on to say like this. I want to get out of here without giving you the rest of the story. The rest of the story says this. Catch it, watch it, wait for it. It says that he said, well, since you want to stay here, this is where I'm going to be. And then he decides to lose himself in the moment. But right when she looks at him and realizes, wait a minute, did you just go through storms of my mind? No, wait a minute, did you just go through valleys of my mind? Wait a minute, are you saying that you're willing to give up yourself in order to stay with me in the position that I am, in order to say this is just how much you love me? And he was literally losing himself. He was getting ready to let go. And this is when she finally said, wait a minute, I can't let you go down this road. I got to get out of here because you came to get me, and I might as well go where you're going and not stay where we're at, because this ain't the place where we should have been in the first place. And he's losing himself. And she says, no, hold on, come back to me. You can't go like this. How many of us are in positions where we have lost ourselves in the moment? And the Lord is saying, I don't want you to stay there. I don't want you to stay there. But if that's where you are, that's where I'm going, because I'm doing everything I can. I sent my son to pull you out. I sent him to sacrifice not just his story, but his very blood to bring you out. And if that's where I gotta go to get you, that's where I gotta go to get you. And then you have the unmitigated gall to think that somebody talking about you is going to stop you from being blessed. You have the unmitigated gall to think that somebody trying to run down your name is going to be the thing that's going to stop you from moving forward. You got the nerve to think that disease is going to stop you, to think that just because you ain't got the money now means that you ain't going to have the money at all. It's going to be your reasoning for not being able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. I wish somebody would. Either it's going to take you or you're going to take it. I came to give you notification that I want you to be about this. Can I be about it? Miss me. That's what I got today, Chandra. I hope you're still there, because if I could give you a hashtag, this is my hashtag this morning. Hashtag miss me. Miss me when you think that the disease is going to take me out. Miss me when you think the surgery is going to delay me from being blessed in the city, blessed in the field, blessed going out, blessed coming in. Miss me if you think just because they didn't want you mean that you can't accomplish what you set out to do. Miss me just because they thought that they had it all together and you have been doing everything you can to move forward, and they didn't think that you could get it. Miss me if you don't think that I can be great, then guess what? I can be great without you. Yes, I'm going to testify on my own self. Yes, nobody else has got me a balloon. I bought my own balloons. Yes, some people have bought me cards. But guess what? If they don't buy me a doggone card, it's still my birthday. It's still the day that the Lord has made where he decided that he was going to create me over 50 plus years ago. And I will rejoice and be glad not in that day, but I'll be glad in this day. And I'll be glad in the next day, because guess what? You're going to miss me when I'm gone. I have people all over the country, all over the world, watching to see what is he going to do next? What is wrong with him? How is he doing what he's doing? Guess what? Because guess what? I came up with a plan and I'm executing the plan that I made up in my mind. You can't stop me. I came up with a plan and I'm going to execute the plan that I made up in my mind. In other words, miss me. If you don't like it, please scroll forward. If you don't like it, turn off your machine, because I'm going live to let you know that the Lord has been good to me. Let me be clear, because no weapon formed against me shall prosper. The weapon of deceit shall not prosper. The weapon of of lack shall not prosper. The weapon of defeat shall not prosper. If it's a gun, it can't stop me. If it's a disease, it can't stop me. Even somebody talking about me, running my name down, I might have to go through you, or I might have to go through it to get to my destination. But let me be clear. My appointment has been set, and I'm going to receive what God has designed for me to have. I like how he said it. He said, if she goes there, I got to get to her. He had went to the distance to get her and said, I'm going to stay right where you are until I can get you out. And if I can't get you out, I guess I'm going to go with you. But either way, I still win because I got to what I decided to do. It's to be with you. I want to know how many people will be able to say, God, I want to be with you. I went through drugs, but I want to be with you. I went through scandals. I want to be with you. I went to jail. I want to be with you. I went through disease. I want to be with you. I went through depression. I want to be with you. I went through divorce. I want to be with you. I went through lack. I went through homelessness, but I want to be with you. 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 And I want to let you know it's through the transformation of your mind. Miss me, because I am going to make it. Miss me. It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. I love it like this. I have a nephew that I used to work with, and he used to wear shirts about this all the time. And I feel for him because he's not there yet, but he's getting there because he still lives by this mantra. His shirts always said, hustle hard, play harder. Now watch it. He say, he says, I got to hustle at a level that when it's time for me to play, I can play like I want to. I got to hustle at a letter that when everybody else is asleep, I'm up. When even my wife don't understand why I'm going from this place to this place to this place. I'm doing what I got to do because I'm trying to get to my next level. I hustle hard so I could play harder. In other words, I got to do the work today so that I can reap and I can live and I can sustain in the blessings of tomorrow. And it is so. Father, I have to give you glory for how good you have been, how wonderful you've been, how kind you've been, how absolutely amazing you have been, how you're always constantly and consistently doing great and marvelous things in my life. No, I'm not perfect, but let me be clear. It is my imperfection that makes me indistinctively, unequivocally that person. I give you glory for what you have done. I give you glory for what you're going to do. I thank you for being who you are to me and how you are positioning me for something greater than I've never, ever seen before. To everybody that's on the broadcast, God bless you. God keep you. God make his face to smile upon you. God give you peace and the wherewithal to know that God is with you. It's all a matter of how I believe it up here. And it is so. Well, that's it. That's all. The blessings of the Lord be upon each and every one of you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. What God is doing and what God is going to do, he shall continue to do that until the coming of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I love you with all. I love you for all. And I love you through it all. I love how the song says, if you got it. Let me see you wave your hands. When the devil said no, God says yes. You wanna know why? Because I got it. Miss me. If you ain't on my page, if you ain't got the wherewithal to accept what I'm trying to do, miss me. Because I'm getting ready to do some absolutely extraordinary things in my life. I love you with the love of the Lord. May you be blessed. May you be favored. May the grace of God shine upon you and give you great peace and it is so. I look forward to what God is doing in this next season and chapter of your life. Because, if he does it for you, he can do it for me. Blessings of the Lord be upon each and every one of you. We bless you in the name of the Lord. Let's go. It's the end of the month. We're just 3 days away from the end. I'm sorry. That's my birthday. We're 4 days away from the end. And boy, do I have a word for you for the rest of the month. Not only do I have a word for the rest of the month, I have a word for the rest of this season that God has given me for you all. Bless you all. Be well. Take care of yourself. I look forward to you as we continue down this season and this time the Lord has placed us in. Be well. When peace like a river attendeth my way, when sorrows like sea billows roll, whatever my lot, God has taught me to say. Miss me.